Every year, millions of tourists flood into Chongqing to witness its legendary reputation as China's mountain city. They crowd the viewing platforms of Hanyodong, take endless photos of the shimmering riverside neon, and marvel at the layered skyline that looks straight out of a fantasy animation. Oh, outsiders! Chongqing is a city defined by glamour, modernity, and non-stop excitement. Travel blogs and social media feeds only show its most polished, marketable side: busy streets, dazzling nightscapes, trendy landmarks, and a fast-paced urban vibe that feels endlessly energetic. But what the cameras never capture is the quiet, hidden life that begins long after the tourists leave and the popular attractions go dark. There is another Chongqing, one that exists far from the noise and spotlight, concealed in old residential alleys and simple, forgotten dance halls. These vintage dance venues are nothing like modern entertainment clubs. They have no fancy lighting, no loud pop music, no influencers filming content, and no crowds of spectators. The floors are worn out by decades of footsteps, the lights are dim and warm, and the music is slow, soft, and slightly outdated. To any passing tourist, this place would look plain, ordinary, and unremarkable. Yet for countless local women in Chongqing, this humble midnight space is far more than a place to dance. It is the only corner in their busy lives where they do not need to perform, compete, or stay strong. It is their quiet escape from the endless pressure of adult responsibility, a secret sanctuary where they can finally drop the masks they wear every single day. The women who fill these midnight dance floors are not professional performers. They are ordinary working women, wives, and mothers who hold their lives together silently. From morning till night, their lives are governed by strict routines and unspoken expectations. They wake up early to prepare for family needs, endure long hours of repetitive, tiring work, handle endless household chores, and solve countless trivial problems that no one else notices. In public, they are always calm, reasonable, reliable, and mature. Society rarely allows ordinary, working women to show exhaustion, frustration, or weakness. To appear tired is to seem incompetent. To complain is to seem negative. To pause is to fall behind. As a result, they learn to suppress their emotions, swallow their fatigue, and carry their burdens alone. Day after day, they prioritize everyone else before themselves. They hold up their families, support their partners, stabilize their work environments, and maintain a perfect image for the people around them. But behind their composed expressions lie a quiet accumulation of stress, loneliness, and burnout that never gets a chance to surface. Modern urban life demands constant productivity and endless resilience, yet it offers almost no legitimate space for ordinary people to rest, reset, or simply feel human again. This is why these late-night dance halls have become such a powerful, hidden cultural phenomenon in Chongqing. When the city's commercial lights fade and most people fall asleep, these women quietly step into the old dance rooms, slip into slow rhythm music, and begin to move gently under the soft lights. Every step they take is not for exercise, not for entertainment, and definitely not for show. It is a quiet, intentional act of emotional release. After spending an entire day catering to other people's needs, they finally have a few hours entirely for themselves. On this simple dance floor, all their social labels disappear. They are no longer employees, no longer caregivers, no longer responsible household pillars. For once, they do not need to fix anything, solve anything, or carry anything. They are just ordinary women who are tired, worn down, and ready to breathe freely. The slow music allows their tense nerves gradually relax. The gentle dancing movements help their rigid bodies unwind. In this quiet space, there is no judgment, no competition, no comparison, and no pressure to be perfect. Here, imperfection is allowed, tiredness is acceptable, and vulnerability does not equal failure. What makes this footage so universally resonant across every country and culture is its raw, unfiltered realism. This is not a romanticized scene, or a staged internet trend. It is the true face of modern adulthood that social media rarely displays. Online, we are constantly shown success stories, perfect lifestyles, glamorous travel moments, and endlessly positive attitudes. We are led to believe that everyone else is thriving, progressing, and living effortlessly while we alone struggle in silence. But these dancing women reveal a universal truth: adulthood is quietly difficult for everyone. No matter which city we live in, most ordinary people survive by enduring. We endure stress, suppress sadness, mask fatigue, and keep moving forward even when we feel completely drained. We wear masks of strength so consistently that we eventually forget what it feels like to be unguarded and genuine. We forget that reality is not lazy, that vulnerability is not weak, and that emotional release is essential for long-term survival. The women of Chongqing's midnight dance halls embody this quiet, necessary self-healing that modern life constantly pushes us to ignore. Tourists chase Chongqing's famous neon skyline Bekou. It represents beauty, progress, and urban success. But the city's most touching charm does not exist in its buildings or lights. It exists in these hidden moments of human softness and resilience. It exists in ordinary people who keep working hard, keep caring for others, and keep shouldering responsibilities, yet still find a gentle way to save themselves after dark. These women do not seek attention, do not ask for sympathy, and do not post their struggles online. They simply dance quietly, reset their exhausted souls, and gather the courage to face another demanding day tomorrow. In a world obsessed with speed, achievement, and constant improvement, these slow midnight dances feel almost revolutionary. They remind us that life is not only about running forward, grinding harder, and staying productive. Life is also about pausing, breathing, healing, and being kind to the part of ourselves that always gets neglected. Every slow sway, every quiet step, every moment of unguarded peace is a form of self-rescue that keeps ordinary people going amid relentless life pressure. The real Chongqing is not just the dazzling city seen in travel videos. It is the quiet alleys, the old community spaces, and the countless unnamed people who hold the city's warmth together. It is a city that is fiercely fast on the surface, yet surprisingly soft underneath. It understands the silent struggles of ordinary adults, and shelters their hidden emotions in humble corners that never make it to tourist guides. When you watch these women dancing alone in the dim midnight light, you are witnessing far more than a local custom. You are witnessing the most authentic survival state of modern ordinary people. Life will always be full of pressure and hardship, but human beings will always find gentle way to heal themselves. This hidden midnight dance culture in Chongqing is not famous, not glamorous, and not mainstream. But it is one of the most real, heartfelt portrayals of what it means to live, endure, and recover in the modern world.